After 70, people quietly let small grooming habits slide, and those little habits reveal far more than most people suspect. I have spent years at the bedside as a nurse. There are 6 of these habits I catch the moment I walk in, and in most homes, the family walks right past every one of them. Most people assume a hygiene slip after 70 is just about odor, or simply looking a little less tidy than before. That is not really what this is about. These habits are often the first clue that something bigger is unfolding, long before a single lab test ever catches it. So today, I will walk you through all 6, what each one may be telling you, and the simple fix, counting down from 6. Coming in at number 6, and I will warn you, this one is a little unpleasant. Hanging on to the same shower sponge or loofah for months. A damp sponge in a warm shower is a 5-star home for bacteria. Colonies quietly multiply deep inside those soft little pockets. Then you carry all of that straight back onto your skin. And after 70, that skin is already far more delicate than it used to be. It is like scrubbing clean with something dirtier than you started with. In older adults, that can turn a tiny nick into a stubborn infection. I have traced more than one puzzling rash right back to an old loofah. The fix is easy. Swap that sponge every couple of weeks. Better yet, use a plain washcloth and toss it in the laundry after each use. At number 5, a habit that feels wonderful in the moment. Long, steaming hot showers, especially when the weather turns cold. But very hot water strips the natural oils out of your skin. Those oils are what keep skin soft and sealed. And after 70, your skin barely makes enough oil as it is. So every scalding shower leaves the skin drier and easier to crack. Picture power washing an old wooden deck. You are not restoring it. You are wearing it down faster, and each new crack is another quiet doorway for infection. My advice as a nurse is simple. Keep the water warm, not hot. Keep it short, and use a gentle fragrance-free soap. And save the soap for the places that truly need it. Quick pause before number 4. If even one of these has made you stop and think, tap that like button. It helps these videos reach other families who need them. Alright, number 4. Number 4 is one people almost never think about, neglecting the feet. Nobody enjoys inspecting their own feet, and I understand that. But the feet are one of the first places circulation trouble shows up. Thickened nails, cracked heels, a toe that looks a little purple. These can all be early warnings. They point to blood that is not reaching the feet the way it should. And the older you get, the more that poor flow can threaten the whole limb. If I ranked the most ignored parts of the body, feet would be near the top. So, really look at your feet, top and bottom, at least once a week. Keep them clean and dry, and moisturize the heel. Never brush off a sore that refuses to heal. And when in doubt, a foot specialist can catch a problem early. Number 3 sounds almost too simple to matter. Skipping the daily moisturizer. I know the thought. It is just dry skin. Everyone gets a little dry. But skin after 70 is not just drier. It is genuinely thinner, and it heals itself far more slowly. So a small dry patch on a shin or forearm is not always harmless. It can split into a crack that gets infected before anyone notices it. Dry skin at this age is not a beauty concern. It is structural. The barrier that keeps bacteria out has gone thin, and once it cracks, it is broken. This is where a plain, steady moisturizing routine truly earns its keep. You do not need anything expensive. A simple fragrance-free cream is best. Smooth it on right after a warm shower, while the skin is still damp. Focus on the shins, forearms, and elbows, where skin breaks down first. Number 2 is a sensitive one, and I will treat it with care. Staying too long in the same clothing, or the same incontinence product. I know it is not an easy subject, but skin pressed against moisture too long breaks down remarkably fast. And that breakdown is one of the most preventable problems I ever see. It happens most with limited mobility, where changing feels like a bigger task. The moisture softens the skin, and friction wears it thin. A painful sore can form in a matter of hours, and once it opens, it is another easy path for infection. The answer is not glamorous, but it works. Change more often than feels necessary. Choose soft, breathable fabrics that let the skin breathe. Add a gentle barrier cream for skin that needs it, and never wait for redness before you change. By then, the damage has begun. And now, number 1, the habit with the highest stakes of all, letting oral care slide, or never truly cleaning the dentures. This matters far more than people imagine, because the mouth does not stay sealed off from the rest of the body. Poor oral hygiene in older adults is not just a dental problem. It is tied to a higher risk of a lung infection called bacterial pneumonia. Bacteria from a neglected mouth can slip down into the lung, where they were never meant to go. It is also linked to heart disease and worse, diabetes complications. Those bacteria travel through the bloodstream and settle where they do not belong. And dentures need real cleaning every day, not just a rinse under the tap. I have watched mystery infections trace right back to poorly cleaned dentures. So brush at least twice a day, morning and night. Take the dentures out, brush them, and let them soak overnight. Do not skip the gums and tongue, where plenty of bacteria hides. And if gripping is hard, an electric brush with a thick handle helps. So those are the 6 habits I notice the instant I walk into a room. And the good news? Not one of them takes anything dramatic to fix. Just a little more attention than most of us are used to giving. A fresh sponge, warmer, shorter showers, a weekly look at the feet, daily moisturizer, clean clothing, and a truly clean mouth. Small things that together protect the health you cannot see. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these 6 in a parent, a partner, or yourself? Leave a comment and tell me which one caught you off guard. Your words might help another family catch it sooner. Take care, and I will see you next time.